Welcome to the Valley Community Library Online. We are proud to be a PA Forward Gold Star Library. Today's program is going to promote basic, civic and social, and financial literacy as we do part 2 of Savvy Planning, talking about financial goals. Savvy Planning is for motivated young adults to help you reach your full potential. Today, we are going to focus on financial goal setting and talking about money. We will be talking about how to track your spending so you know where your money is going. Find and create a savings plan. Find ways to save and how you can use your journal to track your savings. And for the entrepreneurs out there, we will also be talking about ways that you can track your expenses versus your income so you know exactly what you're doing with your hobbies or starting your own business. Now, for today, you will need your journal, some colored pencils or markers, pens, anything that you want to write with, and a ruler will be helpful. We will also have packets of information available at the Valley Community Library. All right, money. There are 4 things that we can do with our money. We can save it, spend it, invest it, or donate it. Let's find out how we can use our journals to track these different items. All right, to start, we need to know where our money is going. That's why I recommend creating a page like this in your journal. You're going to write the month and the year up at the top. Keep track of the day that you spend money, everything that you spend, or each time you get paid. So, for example, we would write down today's the 20th. Say I put gas in my car. Gas. Over here, I'd write down how much I put in. So, say I put in $20. Now, later, I might go out to eat. So, I'd write down takeout. And how much money I spent there. $15. And say I got paid tomorrow. Hey! Yay! That would go under income. So, say I got paid $300. Alright? This way you know exactly how much money you're bringing in each month and how much money you are spending. This is going to come in very handy for you when you go to budget and when we talk about creating a savings plan, so we know how much money you have after your monthly expenses. Now that we know where our money is going, we can start a savings plan. You can also start a savings plan without tracking where your money is going. It's never too early to start one of these. Down at the bottom, you'll see a table here. This is for purchases and life events, what you are saving for. Time frame, how long do you have to save? The estimated cost, which we will talk about up here, and the amount that you're going to save per month. So, as we're talking about this, think of what it is that you want to be saving for. And you can save for multiple things at a time. For each item, you're going to want to go through these questions. So maybe you want to start saving for college or trade school. Maybe you want to buy your first car. Maybe you want to buy a PS5 or a new bicycle. Maybe you want to plan a vacation that's going to happen in 5 to 10 years from now. No matter what it is, we're going to go through these questions and ask those. That way we know how much money you are going to need for those. For our example, we will be using buying a new car for most of them. List of expenses. Obviously, the expense is going to be the car itself. We're going to have to pay taxes and cost to register it. We're going to have monthly bills now in gas and insurance and maintenance. What other expenses might go into what you're saving for? Research each expense and know the cost. So this is your estimated cost. Your actual cost could be more or it could be less. But we want to know about how much money we need to save. Ways you can keep the cost low. So going off of buying a car, maybe we want to buy a used car instead of a new car. Maybe to reduce our monthly gas bill, we could say that we're going to ride our bike or walk rather than drive as much as possible. Will you need a loan, and if so, how much? This is also an area that you can brainstorm what types of loans you would qualify for. What could go wrong? Oh, that's such a fun question. And it's an important one. Brainstorm all crazy ideas on what could possibly go wrong so you know how much money that you might want to set aside on top of your estimated cost. Fun story to use for example. Say you buy a used car and you're driving it home, you got it for cheap, and the wheel falls off. Now you're going to have to pay for a tow and pay for a mechanic that you were not expecting to pay on. Maybe you're going to go on a road trip. You're going to go on vacation only 3 days, but your car breaks down out of state, so now you're going to have an added hotel and food cost that you aren't expecting, and a mechanic bill on top of that. So those are both things that have happened to me, and they're good to know so that you know to have a little cushion. It's something I highly recommend, is having a cushion. How long do you have to save? If you want the PS5 that just came out and you know it costs $500, but you don't quite have it yet, maybe you can say, well, in 2 months from now, I will have it. Maybe you're going to go on vacation in 5 years from now. You know that you have 5 years to save. How much money can I afford to put aside each month? This is where tracking your spending comes in handy so that you know how much you are paying and how much you can actually realistically set aside. What are ways I can increase the amount of money to go towards my goals? How about a 30-day no-spend challenge? This is another paper that's going to be available at the Valley Community Library. And a 30-day no-spend challenge means no eating out, no coffee out, no entertainment, no online shopping. And if you have a certain type of store that you are prone to go in and spend money, you can write down no craft store, no auto store. Exceptions are your bills that you have to pay every month, groceries, public transport, and emergencies. If you have an emergency bill that comes up, the transmission goes in your car, you are going to have to go and get that fixed. Write down those saving goals that you have so you know why you are not spending money each day. And then you can color in the days that you didn't spend money. And if you were tempted to spend money, say you really wanted to order takeout, but you didn't, I would say write that down. If you knew that you were definitely going to spend that money, write down, I didn't buy coffee today. I saved $2.50. At the end of the month, add up every cost that you would have spent, and you can write down how much you saved. Then do it again the next month. Show you my no spend challenge. You can start this at the beginning of a month, so you can say no spend March, or just do 30 days. Starting now, I started yesterday. For the next 30 days, I will not spend any extra money. I will stay out of the craft stores. I wrote myself notes. I'm going to prepare meals at home. I'm going to make my coffee at home. Homemade pizza is delicious. I can use supplies I have at home. I do not need more craft supplies. Remember, having more stuff will not make you happier. I have the library, so I do not need to order books. Saying no now means later I will have a rainy day fund. I can go on the vacation in the future. I'll have more money to donate to a cause. My exceptions. And then I also wanted to write down that I will track every dollar spent. Down here, I can write down what I didn't spend, so I saved. And my goal is to save $150 in the next 30 days. To help you with no spending and saving, know what's a want and what's in need. Can you go without it? Is it something that can be borrowed? Is it important for my well-being? What are the pros and cons? All right, so I have my savings can here, and you can create your own savings tracker. You can use a coin jar, or use a page in your notebook. You can draw a car if you're saving to buy a car. Maybe you're saving up for your first house. Make it in the shape of whatever it is that you're saving for, if you are an artistic person. If you are not, this is available at the library. And I have a space for you to say, I am saving for whatever your saving plan is. How much money you're going to need. And then you can assign a value to each line and color in as you save. Just a fun way to keep feeling motivated as you are saving money. All right, for anyone that has a hobby or are entrepreneurs, this next part is for you. It is how you can track your hobbies or businesses, what you're investing in them, and what you are getting back out of them. This can be measured in many different ways. I am going to show you one example that my daughter did, and you can adapt it to your own needs. So, I borrowed her journal today with her permission. This is her business for 2021. Sales that she's going to make, what she has for sale, total money made for the year, requests so she can track who wants something, when and where, if it's going to be shipped, and what they want. Then over here is investments into my business. This could be investments into myself, investments into my hobby, so that you know exactly where your money is going and what you are getting out. So you're going to write down everything that you bought. So this goes back to that tracker that I showed you at the beginning of the program. You're going to write down every item, what the cost was, and now for these, you're going to write, what is it for? Why did you buy it, to make? So say she is doing jewelry. She bought beads and tools and wire, and she spent $20. She is planning on making several necklaces and matching bracelets. Down here, she can write down what I made, the money spent on it, time spent, sale price, and actual sale, because sometimes those differ. So she can write down, I made a jade necklace. I spent $20 on materials. I worked on it for 2 hours. Now, my sale price, I don't want to sell it for $20 because I already know that I spent $20. How much is my time worth? Maybe that necklace is going to be $50. But somebody comes in and they offer her, say, $47. So she sold it for $47. Then at the end of the year, she can calculate her total costs, the total amount of time that she invested into this business, the total income that she made, and find out the profit. The profit is income minus cost equals profit. If you are looking for more financial tips, be sure to stop by the library and pick up Making Sense with Your Dollars. Kristen, our adult programming librarian, puts out these packets each month. If you want more information, you can message the Valley Community Library on Facebook. January is all about creating your cash flow budget. Thank you for watching Savvy Planning Financial Goals today. Remember, stop by the library to pick up your Savvy Planning packet and Making Sense with Your Dollars. Be sure to join us next month in February for book tracking and reaching your reading goals. And we will also be focusing on self-care in our journals and how we can use those for better mental health. For more information and to find out about more programs going on at the library, be sure to visit lclshome.org. Thank you.